Alright, so I got my new rear trailing arm from Marshall's. I went ahead and gave her a coat of paint and wire brushed her off a little bit just to make it look a little better. And I had to get everything out of it. Marshall's was nice enough to break all the bolts. I told them just cut the arms or take them loose. Don't bust the bolts off. Because, you know, then I can heat them a little bit and get them loose. But then when they bust them off, you got to cut this with the torches and use more acetylene. So they were nice enough to break all the bolts off. So what I do is I cut that suspension arm off. Then I cut the bolt in half where this piece falls out where it's broken. And then I heat this up cherry red, and then I use the vice grips to work that back out. This one messed up just a little bit right here. Part of the bolt melted and stuck in there. That's fine, I'm just gonna drill it. Then we'll put our new stuff in there. I just haven't had time to film a step-by-step on this because I gotta get it done. And I lost the keys to my rendezvous. So until I got time to get another ignition, replace it, and program the keys and all that stuff, I just want to get this running so I have a backup car in case my Lucerne goes down. So I've got this all loose now. Everything, the tow arm is still in the end of that one. I'm going to move the tow arm to that one. I'm going to move that trailing arm bushing over to that one. And then these bolts here are pretty stuck. I'm going to try to heat them up and get them out so I can use them if they're any good. And the other trailing arm, because like I said, I had to cut those bolts in half. But this strut is kind of the only thing holding it in, or the shock. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen the two bolts on that shock. This will all drop. I had to go ahead and I just went ahead and pulled my backing plate off of this one. It makes it a little easier to get that parking brake cable loose. Those things are always rusty. They're really hard. You have to screw around with them for an hour. And what you got to do is you got to squeeze all these things back and then get it unseized and get it out of there. So I did. I was able to successfully get that out. Of course, my parking brake cable is a little bit broken right there, but we're not going to worry about that. Oh, boy. I'll tell you. But, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Then we're going to put that new trailing arm up in here after we swap the bushings and get the bolts out of this one and do all that fun stuff, but the brake line's loose. So if you're ever working on a Honda especially, I think most GMs are this way, most cars are, but not all. And you take the brake lines loose and you're like, now I'm going to lose all my brake fluid, it's all going to drip out. Just go in and put you a board. I use my jack handle in between the seat and the brake pedal, and then move the seat forward and push the brake pedal all the way to the floor. Then it'll stop leaking. Now you want to get everything put back on and roughly sealed up before you let that go. It'll suck a bunch of air back in the line. You'll have to bleed it longer or whatever, but you know, I'm going to have to bleed it anyway. But I want to put my wheel cylinder back in before that. And I broke my darn coffee cup. Holy crap. I want to put my wheel cylinder back in before you know, and have it all done. And I don't know where it went, but my wheel cylinder, here it is. It is a replacement. It's an aftermarket one. And the wheel cylinder that was on that one, the bleeder just broke off. I couldn't get it loose. This bleeder, I was able to heat it up, get it to break loose, run it in and out a few times. So I broke the brake line off, but that's okay because the brake line piece I have from that other one was like new. So it'll go in here fine. I got these two bolts. I couldn't get one of those bolts out of the other one too. I had to just hammer it on it with the air chisel until it broke. But this one is a good one, so it'll be okay there. And And we'll have to put the rear brakes and all that back together, but I'm all doing this because I accidentally, when I was cutting that bolt in half, I accidentally got the torches angled and I cut into the bracket. So I have to go through all this now. If I hadn't done that, if I would have just, I cut it once and I didn't cut it enough, so I went to cut it again, and then second time I heated that up and melted it. If I would have just got me a cutting wheel and cut it, I would have been fine. I was trying to hurry and use the torches, and then boom, there it goes. So we're about ready. Marshall's had that for $75. Then I went to pick it up and I'm like, you guys broke all the bolts off. And they're like, yeah, well, they're just stuck. I mean, you don't have to buy it if you don't want to. I'm like, yeah, I'll buy it, but I'm going to have to cut these brackets off. I'm going to have to cut the bolts in half. I'm going to have to worry about the rubber catching on fire and smoking and melting and not getting burned, not having it pop, not having it hit me. You know, if you would have just left the bolts, I could have heated them a little bit and got them out. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to use $50 worth of acetylene to freaking do this. You know, I mean, I want it still because there's so few of these left available in the junkyards because everybody crushes them. And then they were like, well, how about $45? I was like, that's a good deal. They gave me some money back, gave me the control arm. I left with it. So, I mean, I gave them explicit instructions. Just cut this off or take it loose from wherever. Leave that crap that's seized up on there if it's seized up. Don't break the bolts, please. And they broke all the bolts. I guess it just didn't get communicated to their yard man. Probably. You know, it is what it is. But we're ready to get this on out of here. So I'll get this out of here and then I'll be back. Alright, folks. I had to fight with this one. Just to get everything angled right and lined up, it was really challenging. Just a different control arm. The old one was leaning really bad. It it all went in. But like this, I had to really get a crescent wrench and pry that bar a little bit. And then I finally get that bolt in straight. I just stuck this in back here and pried down, and then it went in straight. Just getting it all lined up was a pain, but I got it. All the bolts are tight. I got the emergency brake cable in, of course. I got the brake line back on. I got the steel line in. So I'm ready to let the brake master cylinder go and I'll let that gravity bleed. I got to put the tow arm back on and put all these brakes back on. But other than that, I'm pretty close. Pretty close to get this baby back on the road. But I am tired. I've cut the backyard and worked in the garden, trimmed the hedges, worked on a Honda. I'm a tired puppy. So I'm going to go inside and relax and go to sleep. And then I'm going to come back out here early in the morning and finish knocking this out and hopefully get her back on the road. Get her on the road again. Can't wait to get my Honda on the road again. Alright, she's finally done and back together. I had to fight with that lower control arm, getting everything lined up. It was just not wanting to go in there. I had to re-drop the main trailing arm bushing down to get the tow arm to go in. Just a nightmare. I put the brakes back on. Then I put my new wheel hub that I thought was bad, that I changed with one of the old ones, and then I've had a new one in the box, so I put the new one back on there for the wheel bearing hub. And took it for a test drive. It drives good. It probably needs an alignment, but that tire is not leaning all out sideways now, so that's good. In fact, it drives straight enough and looks good enough. I'm probably not even gonna bother to align it. It's working good for a car, and the tires are cheap. If I wear out the tires prematurely, I don't care. I'll go spend another $45 and get a new one. at Walmart. You know. But yeah, she runs good still. All right, I'm gonna go over to Harbor Freight here. It's my birthday. I want to see if they have a smaller set of torches that I can put on my oxyacetylene, because my oxygen tank is empty again. I emptied it, cutting all this stuff apart. I have acetylene. It seems like my oxygen tank lasts just a little longer than my acetylene tank. Even when I'm cutting with it, it seems to. I know they're supposed to run empty about the same time, but you know. Yeah, I lost the keys to my rendezvous. Luckily, I left it unlocked. Yeah, but I lost the keys. So I'm gonna have to get an ignition for it. Change that all out. I'll probably change out one of the door locks too, with a key that I can get in. I'll have to go to the junkyard and see what they got, but this one's rusting out. This car's is not far from being done. That's all rusted out down there. So it's returning to the earth sooner than later. But it still runs. It needs a rack and pinion. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I just been putting the World Thick Lucas stop leak in there, and it's been okay. It leaks a little bit, but once a month I got to put some Lucas in it, and it drives. But yeah, all right. I got to get some gardening done soon. Never stops. It never stops. She's driving along just fine. I'm taking her over to Harbor Freight. But I'm nice and quiet in the rear. No more squeaky struts. She just drives along great. And I don't have my hand on the wheel, and she's driving straight. Except when the road moves. Darn roads. But yeah, she's driving perfectly straight down the road, so I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think I'm going to worry about getting in alignment. I'm going to see how the tires start to wear and see if I want to get one. Yeehaw!